Hello, welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Laura, and today I will be making 24 karat gold soap. I will be using this edible gold leaf, and we will see how it will turn out. As you know, most of my soaps are experiments. In these little cups I have black salt and Fuller's Earth. It's a type of clay, and I will also be adding Kaolin clay later. This soap was suggested to me by Shauna from Nizumi Soaps. She suggested making a plain soap with a special ingredient, so of course I went overboard. I don't think this counts as a plain soap anymore, but that was the intention. In here I have, this is the Fuller's Earth that I'm putting in, and the oils are organic and vegan. I also have the black salt there that I'm putting in, and the little cups are recyclable and biodegradable. Or pardon me, reusable and biodegradable. And I'm just going to blend this into the oils because I want these to be very well dispersed before I add the lye water. I wasn't sure how the clays would affect the trace of the soap. So I'm just going to mix it into the oils first. This is a fragrance I'll be using. It's called Fern. It's a very fresh and green fragrance. And I'm using one of the cups again for that. And then this is the lye water going in. I'm just going to mix this up. And also, just so you know, some of these videos you will see that I do not have long sleeve shirts on, partly because I forgot and partly because we do not have air conditioning, and during the filming of some of these soaps it was very hot and muggy. So in the future videos, if you see me with short sleeves, I decided to risk the burns to not pass out from heat exhaustion. So this is taking quite a while to thicken up, so I decided to just set it aside and give it some time to rest and then come back and blend it, and checked on it every couple of minutes to see how it was coming along. I also didn't add the kaolin clay until a little bit later. And there's a kaolin clay going in. And I'm just going to mix this in a little at a time. And it is still taking quite a while to come to a thick enough trace. I need this to be thick enough for the gold to float on top without sinking down. And here it seems to have thickened up pretty well. It's at a thin pudding consistency. So I'm just going to pour this into the mold. I'm just going to tap out any air bubbles. And I'm also letting this sit for a few minutes while I get the gold ready. I'm just gathering everything up, so it's probably had a couple extra minutes to sit. And this gold comes in a little packet, and that's the brush I'm going to be using as a little fan brush. This was just in case I had to move the gold around. The gold comes in these little sheets with paper in between, and it is so thin. It is so thin that it actually it floats away on the wind. So I needed a tool that could help me manipulate the gold that hopefully wouldn't tear it. But even this little delicate fan brush was a little bit too much. So I'm just applying it directly to the soap. And just using the fan brush where I thought I might need it to help push it down into the soap. It took several sheets of gold because I wasn't doing a very good job applying it, but I think the end result was pretty nice. This soap is going to be part of the Summer Nights collection. Even though it's coming out now in May, the video is coming out in May, this will be part of the July soaps if I can get the gold to stay on through the cure. I didn't want to promise this soap if the gold came off, so I decided to wait and see how it looked after the cure. I'm trying to use the brush there on the back of the paper to help push the gold down into the soap and up against itself through the paper, because using my hands is too rough. But even this turned out to be not the best solution. Obviously this gold is not meant to be applied to soap, so that probably is what is causing most of the issues here. But I think, despite this being, not the correct application, I think it turned out okay. We'll just have to see how it looks after the cure, but so far it looks alright. And here is the soap up close. You can see it is very shiny and metallic because it literally is metal. I think it looks really pretty. And here it is after it's set up. It came out having a very nice color. To me, I would consider this a plain soap just because it doesn't have any swirls, it doesn't have any colors added. I did put the fragrance in, and I did of course put gold on top, but I consider the gold the special ingredient. Hopefully everyone will consider gold to be a special ingredient. So here's the end piece. Of course the end pieces I cut up and used for samples, and here's the main bar. I really like this color, it's so natural and it looks really pretty. I think it goes really well with the gold on the top. So thank you, Shauna, for the really good suggestion. Even though it was almost impossible for me to make anything plain, I did my best. And if anyone else has any suggestions of things I could try, please leave a message down below. I'd love to hear from you. Please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. And thank you for watching. You have a great day.